It's that time. It's time for us to restore Dinosaur Planet back to its original form. We are going to take the 4 pieces of Dinosaur Planet and we're going to put them back together. We are going to rejoin the planet the way that it once was. And, believe it or not, you see that cute booty up there? That one right there? If I can angle the camera. We're going to get a piece of that. So let's return I gotta find it first. The final Krazoa Spirit back to its resting place. Once and for all. I have to go up here first, maybe? Nope. Okay. I gotta figure out where I gotta go first. But yeah, welcome to the final episode of StarFox Adventures, guys. It's kind of bittersweet when you think about it. I've been recording this series for a hot minute. Remember all the clickbait? Yeah, let's not talk about that. And it's not that one. Which one is it? Is it not even here? It's probably not even here. Where the hell would it be? Certainly not here. Because that motherfucker is locked. Alright, this one sucks me down. It's probably in here. Somewhere. Question is where? Color me confused. Well, there's nothing higher than this, and that sends me up. So, I mean, I guess we'll just go down one floor at a time. Till we can find it. Got the whole cry animation, or cry sound effect, and it didn't even last. Alright, you can, like, kindly fuck off. Okay. So it's not here? Or is it? What's that over there? Also, here's a question for you. Why did General Pepper send us to the top of Krazoa Palace this time, but he never did before? Like, why couldn't he do this every time? Like, don't you think that's a little rude? I don't know if this is where I gotta go. I don't know if I even had to fight this sharp claw, but I'm gonna do it. Yep, this is it. Okay. It's so bittersweet seeing the last Krazoa Spirit go into its proper place. I believe we got one more to get. It certainly does appear like it, doesn't it? Okay. Well, oh, yeah, you're right, actually. I don't, actually, no, yeah, we do. However, you want to know what that room is? Why are you here? That room is where General Scales is. He's been hiding here in Krazoa Palace this entire time. So we get to finally fight the bastard. It's been far too long. We get to finally show him what for. And let me tell you, I'm ready to cook. I'm ready to cook some dinosaur. And that is not the way I wanted to go. It's up, or not up, it's over here. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is the 5th Well, I mean, technically, I guess it's the 6th, because you got that one from Krystal, but, like, this is Fox's 5th and actual final Krazoa Spirit. I lied. However, I didn't want to actually mention it, because this is the most underwhelming Krazoa Spirit you have ever seen in your entire life. And you're going to see why. You think it's going to be some big bad boss fight against General Scales? You're unfortunately mistaken. And you're going to see why. Get ready for some badass boss music. We're going to fight General Scales. It's going to be great.
I've been waiting for you, Fox McCloud.
So scary.
You may have returned the spellstones, but the war is not over yet.
It is.
Now you must face me.
Just going to put that down on the table for a moment. So how long do we give him before we attack? Do we wait for the theme to play over again, or do we just... Here, you know what? I'll give him a fair shot. Ready? Watch this.
Stop! Scales! You are no longer any use to me.
It's literally that easy.
Who are you? I demand you show yourself.
I am the one you brought to Krazoa Palace. The Earthwalkers could see me, but you could not.
I don't understand.
No, I didn't think you would. Your desire for power overwhelmed you and blinded you to the truth inside. Now give Fox what he's looking for. Give him the final Krazoa Spirit.
You will regret this.
He just passes out and dies.
It was in him all this time. But that voice, I recognize it from somewhere.
I wonder where. Notice that the sharp claws are not attacking me and are actually happy that I got the Krazoa Spirit. Prepare yourself, because it's about ready to get shitty. Just saying. This has, like, I say Twilight Princess syndrome, but at the same time, Twilight Princess came out after this game, where, like, the final boss is not actually what you were expecting at all. You were expecting the final boss to be, you know, General Scales, right? It's not. It never is. Now we have all 6 Krazoa Spirits.
What's going on? You said this would save her. No! Wake up! Wake up!
I am reborn.
I am reborn, the mighty Krazoa god. Hello, those that stand before me.
We will never kneel to you. Give me that.
Hey, wait! Well, thanks for nothing. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be standing here at all.
My staff.
You're back. She's got worse aim than Fox does. It's not even his stat or his staff, yeah. Now we prepare for the final boss fight of this game. Also, I'm sorry for that peeking so bad. Let me fix that. Yeah, now prepare yourself for the final boss of this game. The actual final boss of this game.
I've been looking forward to this day. To see you again, Fox McCloud.
Andros!
Yep.
And now, to destroy the Lilac system!
I've got to stop it!
The final boss is in a fucking spaceship. I'm just gonna pause this for a moment, okay? Allow me to say something. Allow me to tell you why this game is so hated. Welcome to the final boss fight against Andros, the traditional villain of all Star Fox games, right? He's the villain in Star Fox, like the original one for the Super Nintendo, I think it was. Or was that? No, it was just the Nintendo Entertainment System, I think. Anyway, whatever. The one for... He was the final boss in... The main villain in Star Fox 64. He's the main villain in StarFox Adventures now. And here is why this boss fight and this game is so despised. You spend all of this time fighting Sharp Claws and bosses and all this as Fox McCloud on the ground with the staff. The final boss fight is in the air on a ship. On his Arwen. This is why this game is so despised. People wanted a Star Fox game so bad. Well, they said, fuck you, you got one. And you got one at the very end of the game. Still, I will admit, this is one of my favorite boss fights of... Well, it's easily my favorite boss fight of the game. However, it remains one of my favorite boss fights, period. Like, this boss fight is actually really cool. And the music is fantastic. However, it's just like any traditional Andros fight. It's the same thing. Just rinse and repeat every single time. Over and over again. You just fly around. You hit his hands a couple times. There you have to like air dodge or whatever the hell you want to call it out of that hold. Collect rings to regain your health. It's the same old shtick. But I will say, as a kid, this was beyond entertaining. I loved this boss fight as a kid. I still like it now, quite frankly. Like, it's still a really damn good boss fight. If I could hit his bloody hand. So the only things that we got to do here is we had to hit his eyes and his forehead on the Krazoa side. Dodge this wave pulse beam thing. I'm just going to tank all of his hits here while I take him out. Take out the eyes, take out the forehead of the Krazoa side, and then take out his hands on the Andros side. Rinse, lather, and repeat. This isn't hard, by the way. I'd just like to mention, this isn't hard at all. Literally, I'm just mashing A, and I know what to do. It's that simple. You just gotta hit his hands a couple times, have decent aim. This is like the hardest part. Is you just gotta continually spam L and R to not get sucked in. Get the sucky sucky, essentially. And nobody wants to get the sucky sucky from a mutant scientist. Ow. Sometimes I get hit. I'm not God after all. I'm not task level skill. Uh-oh.
Hey, McCloud. Different time, different planet.
And you still need Falco's help. It's good to see you, buddy. My favorite line in any game. Like, comedic line, rather. I have, like, a favorite, like, quote. But that is 100% my favorite, like, comedic line in any game ever. I love that quote to hell and back. Different time, different planet, and you still need Falco's help. It's good to see you, buddy. So that's all you gotta do now, is just shoot him with bombs whenever he does the sucky sucky. You get the brain, you shoot the brain a couple times. It's just like StarFox 64. And he never turns back over to the Krazoa side. Falco comes in here every time that you do the little asteroids in the mouth thing. Well, not every time. Every other time, it appears. And he gives you a bomb that you have to break out of that special box. I about missed the bomb. That was embarrassing. He does the sucky sucky. You drop the bomb. And then you attack away. So one more of those and I'm sure we got him. Here comes our friend Falco Lombardi. Time for another sucky sucky. Might just tank the hit so I can kill him. There we go. Now I'm just going to go ahead and mute my mic while the rest of this cutscene plays out. I don't want you hearing me breathing, sighing, or whatever. Gonna interrupt real quick to say this is hilarious. All the Sharp Claws are rooting for us.
did it, Fox!
Dinosaur Planet is saved!
Andros is defeated once again!
You all did a great job.
General Pepper here. Good work, StarFox team. I received a message from the King and Queen Earthwalker, thanking you for saving their world. Oh, and Tricky says hi. I was, however, very surprised to hear that Andros was still alive.
Not as much as we were!
It seems that Andros discovered the ancient power of the Krazoa, and by trapping Krystal, who had the ability to channel this power, he was able to use this energy to revive himself.
At least this time we'll see the last of him. I'm transferring your fee as we speak.
I wish.
Ever out.
Woohoo! Yeah!
We can finally repair the ship!
And I really need some oil. These joints are not what they used to be.
And I can't wait to get back with the StarFox team. Hey guys, you don't mind if I hang with you again, do ya?
Sure, Falco. It's great to have you back.
The StarFox team is back together again!
Oh, Fox! I almost forgot! I received this message from Krystal.
Hi, Fox. I really appreciate what you did for me. I'm just so sorry we didn't get much of a chance to talk. I'm left with just one more thing to do.
And that's to say thank you.
Well, okay. I mean, sure, no problem.
You're not shy, are you, Fox?
My sensors indicate Fox's temperature is rising. Are you okay, Fox?
I'm gonna be just fine.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our series of StarFox Adventures. "22 episodes, 12 hours, 4 spellstones, 6 Krazoa Spirits, and not a single Wamphodam. But you know what? It's done and it's over with. It's almost bittersweet. Now we get to jam out to some rock and roll. So, what did you guys think? This game, back in the day, I actually played this game with my dad a lot. And I used to always replay the Andros boss fight over and over and over again, which is why I was so good on it and with it, you know. This game, it used to be my favorite adventure game way back in the day. Well, not way back in the day, but back in the day. It has since been replaced. But it's still, it's got its problems. It's definitely got its problems. However, honestly, this game is really good. It definitely takes a lot of influence from Zelda. Or inspiration, not influence. Definitely takes a lot of influence from, or inspiration, God, from Zelda, as you can obviously tell. But overall, I mean, as an adventure game, not talking a StarFox game, let me get that straight. As an adventure game, this game is solid. Anything that Rareware gets their hands on, honestly, is always going to be great, in my opinion. And this one definitely, it wasn't a knockout of the park, but it was definitely a really good title. Still holds a, sweet spot in my heart. Special thanks to Super Mario Club. Remember when that used to be a thing? No way. The French localization was done by the same voice actor who did the Queen Earthwalker, I think it's a Tricky, and then Krystal. That's actually interesting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that do be, like I said, the conclusion to StarFox Adventures, the 2002 title by Rareware. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed this series as much as I did. Like I said, it's always been one of my favorite games of all time. I'm going to show you a little Easter egg before we go. If you beat the game, you can actually come in here. It's somewhere in here. It's not Peppy, is it? I know there's somewhere in here. Maybe not right now. Maybe I have to do something to unlock it. Oh, actually, I do know what I have to do to unlock it, but I'm not going to do it. Essentially, you have to... Do you remember those, like, wells? Those, like, wishing wells that you could drop a coin in? You can do that to unlock all the music in this game to be able to play it here on the main menu. I'm not going to do that, though, because the series is done. Nobody wants to see me do that just to play some music that you've already heard. You can literally go on the internet and you can find it anywhere. However, for one last and final time for this series, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to leave a like and comment on this video if you enjoyed. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this series and my content in general, and to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on the next series I plan on doing. If you are interested in watching the next series that I plan on doing, remember to go and follow me on Twitter. I will be announcing in the near distant future what the next, actually it'd probably be in a couple days from the release of this video, what game I will be doing. But if you guys in the meantime want to go check out some of my other videos and some other content, I have an incomplete playthrough of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, Wind Waker. I'd have a completed playthrough of Metroid Prime, which was my first ever Let's Play series. Excuse me, going back and watching that's an embarrassment, but it's still good content. I also have a incomplete Pokemon Platinum and what was the other one? Oh, actually I have a whole bunch of incomplete ones. Go check them all out. Maybe one day eventually I'll go finish them, but I do have a completed series of Metroid Prime and Pokemon Red, actually. So if you're into Pokemon, I'm actually doing I call it the Generation series, which is a series where I go through each generation of Pokemon one after another from Gen 1 through to Gen, what are we on, like 8, 9 now? Going through and playing those. If that's something that you guys are interested in, go ahead and check that out. But for me, also, did you just notice how, like, well, you can't really see, but like, over on that side, bottom right hand side of the screen, they don't have half of the, like, items. Like, what was even that? I have no idea. Like, some of them, they just have the grub tubs. This is clearly, like, beta footage. Anyway. Either way, we'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care.